I don't think of myself as an American anything really. I'm pretty English in my you know, I mean, the way I sound and everything else. But I certainly am fascinated in making films about America and set in America. And you know, every time I get to this stage of publicizing a film or whatever, everyone asks me, so when are you going to make a movie set in England or at least somewhere else? And I always say, well, I'm sure the next one will be. And I've learned that I shouldn't predict these things because it never seems to be the case. But, you know, my favourite films about America, as it were made by non-Americans. You know, you look at Midnight Cowboy, made by John Schlesinger, or Milos Forman making One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, or you even go back as far
Fritz
as
Lang,
Billy Wilder. You
Billy
know what I mean?
Wilder.
Yeah, Lubitsch, etc., etc. So there's a huge tradition of American being a commentary on America, if you like, by European directors. Not to mention Hitchcock and you know, any number of others. So yes, and the other way around too. I mean, I thought that one of the best films about Englishness in recent years, well, there are two of them that spring to mind: Sense and Sensibility, which was Ang Lee, and Remains of the Day, which was James Ivory, an American. So, you know, I think it works both ways. I think there is a certain amount of objectivity you can retain about another culture when you're not directly a part of it. It's a road movie, really. But it's also a very romantic film, I think, and you experience each, in the tradition of road movies, each chapter, as it were, on the road is a new set of people, in this case a new couple, and a new set of parents as well, a new set of ways of parenting children. And so there's a sort of commentary on different ways of parenting now, and you know, when there are so many theories and so many philosophies about how to bring up your children. It's a lot of people I know experiencing now in their mid-30s. You know, the tradition now is no longer to have babies in your early 20s, but to wait until then and sort of delay the moment of making the big decision about your life until maybe it's slightly too late almost. I think they're more concerned that they are screw-ups rather than that they're just living in the wrong place.
And having a baby is going to help them grow up.
In some way, yeah, or maybe not. Maybe, you know, maybe they're not ready for it, and it's the thing that I think everyone goes through on the verge of becoming a parent. Of you know, hang on a minute, does that mean it's the end of me being a child? You know, and it also makes you vulnerable all over again. It's exciting, but also scary, and that's the sort of basis of the film. But really, it's also a very I think sly exploration of the notion of what constitutes a home and how you find your identity and how that's linked into where you live.